All right, let's bring up cool Mike Bowers because he is.
All right. Get this broken stick out the way. It doesn't seem to adjust when anybody tries. It's like, oh, it's all in their face and everything. They just give up on it. Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask how you're doing because you probably get that like 30 times in a night, and I don't really care. So I'm just gonna say how you can say what's up. I know what you guys are thinking. Mike, all right. We'll see about that. But this Allstate guy better be fucking funny as fuck because he sounds just like that guy. I've been getting that my whole fucking life. Not my whole life, but you know, since he was the Allstate guy. So, you know, I'm 50 now. And, you know, thank you. It's been a long journey. And, you know, at 50, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. A lot of mistakes. And over time, I've noticed there's 3 key phases to making mistakes, at least those decisions. And the first one starts off with something that I like to coin as being the most famous last words ever. So I would say there's 3 chances for a larger group, but I'm gonna say, what do you think the famous last words are? Most famous last words of ever?
I'm gonna kill your family.
That would be some famous ones. How about you? Most famous last words anybody says?
Oh, I'm gonna nut.
I'm gonna nut. And last one? Close. It's fuck it. Am I right?
Nice.
Right, because when you say fuck it, what you've done is you've considered it, you've thought about what can happen, and you sign that contract. You say, man, f that shit. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna tell you guys about a time, one of my many mistakes in life. I'm gonna take you through these 3 phases of bad decision making. So a few years ago, back when I was younger, my 21 years old, I had just bought a motorcycle. And I was living here in Burbank. And the night before, I went and bought it with my girlfriend. And so the next day, I'm about to go on a motorcycle ride to Palm Springs, go to spring break. Before it was gay like it is now, and it was just like college kids back in the day, like in the 90s. And so she leaves, and I get on my bike, like we say goodbye in the garage, and I realize I don't have my ID. I'm like, damn, how am I gonna get in the clubs when I get to Palm Springs? So she's going to Chatsworth. We're here in Burbank. I'm like, you know what? I got a brand new motorcycle. I can catch her. So I hop on the freeway. I'm on the, 134, I hop on the 170. I'm like, yo, this bike is nice, son. Going fast, feeling good. I'm doing about 90. I mean, if you know motorcycles, that's about the average speed. And as I'm going, out of the right side of my eye, I see the CHP getting on the freeway with a little red light. And I'm like, damn. Now he's getting on, he's not on yet. And I'm doing 90. I see him look at me, and I look at him. I'm like, well, I could pull over, but I ain't got no motorcycle license. So I ain't trying to have that conversation. And I ain't got my ID. I'm trying to go get my ID. So you know what? What do I say? Fuck it. We gonna go. So now, anybody been in a high-speed chase before? No? Okay, so I'm on the freeway, and now I'm like, fuck it. I just signed a contract, shit's in the back pocket. I'm looking in my mirror and I see the little red light. I'm like, yep, he's definitely on me. So now we going. Pew, hop onto the 118. I'm doing like 170. Not lying at all. And I get off on some exit over there and I'm like, cool, I'll lose him, right? So I'm on the street now. I'm jamming through the street. I'm like over there like Paxton Park and all that stuff in Pacoima. And then I come to like a T in the road where I don't know the streets, but a T, and I had to make a left or right. So I'm like, it's all good. I go right. The second I go right, I see the IROC CHP cars. Do you guys know what those are? They don't have the IROCs anymore. IROC was a Camaro. So yeah, for those who look like over 35, you might know, but basically, they were the heavy hitters. So for any fast vehicles, they would bring those out. They don't do that so much anymore because now they got helicopters and they just kind of use radios. But back then, they were the ones that were really fast. And so when I see him, I'm like, and this is the next phase of making bad decisions. You're like, So I'm like, all right, I pull over, I get off the bike, and he makes a U-turn, and he's out. By the time he gets out the car, I'm already standing off the bike. I'm like, you know what? I got a couple dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and fight the case. I'm not gonna try to like run away. It wasn't that serious, right? He gets out the car. He's like, I wasn't chasing you. I'm like, are you f***ing kidding me? He's like, I heard the chase on the radio, and I heard the description of you, but I wasn't chasing you. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? So while I'm standing there waiting for the original cop to come by, he comes over and he takes me in, and he's like, yes, we've got to take your bike in, and you got to go to jail. And this is the last thing you typically say when you make a bad decision, which is, damn. But it's all good, you know. I did go to jail, and it wasn't as bad as you might think. They wanted to give me, they wanted to send me to prison, actually, believe it or not. But I had an attorney, so I only had to go to county jail for 4 months. But the good thing about that is, I got my love of cooking when I was in jail, because I actually got to work in the kitchen when I was there. So you may make bad decisions, but you can always have a still positive outcome at the end of that. So hang in there. I'm cool. Thank you guys for your time. I got a show at the Comedy Chateau New Year's Eve. I hope you guys can make it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love how he's so nonchalant with, who's been in a car chase?
Haven't we all?
We've all been there. We've all evaded the authorities at high speeds on.
That was awesome.